Okay, so I'm just gonna do a test because why not? I would like to talk about it's okay to be intimidating, okay? There's a lot of people that are going to get you wrong and they are going to feel inferior just by default, like energy. Energetically, people are very intuitive. We like to overcomplicate it. We like to say, oh, this is how you read people's behavior. If they say this, that it means this. No, it's so easy to lie. We need to be stripping away the words at this point. It's 2025, babies. Like, come on. You think people are telling the truth? YouTube is a freaking cheat book. Like, all the cheat codes for everyone to get whatever you want. Everyone's telling each other how to manipulate the ever-living fuck out of each other. You know what I mean? So stay safe out there. But it's okay to not be well received by people. It's okay to not be palatable to people. It's okay to be a strong drink. Not everybody likes a strong drink. But that doesn't mean that you need to dilute yourself just to appease other people, to be more palatable for them. Fuck that. I'm gonna try to keep F-bombs, keep like little tallies in my brain so I can keep this monetized. But it's not even about the monetization anymore. Guys, I don't know if y'all know how YouTube works, like those of you that don't make YouTube videos, but even all the views that I've gotten, like the however many thousand views, I think it's like $40, you know? Like that's the projected, that's what I'm making off of YouTube right now. Just so you know. I'm not just refusing to work and wanting sympathy and I don't want sympathy. I really don't. I don't really want to get a job because I'm fully disabled. I have a few different disabilities. I have level 2 to 3 autism, which is pretty fucking significant. Oh, damn, there's my third one. But, my third one. And then I have PTSD. And that one just makes me sweat profusely all the time. And sometimes I'm like, why is it even in the question whether or not Twyla's gonna work? She sweats through her shirt once an hour. And if that's you, I just want you to know you're not alone. If I'm comfortable around someone or I'm by myself, I don't sweat. But if it's outside of that context, I sweat through my shirt once an hour, and it's really hard to have a normal job. I have to go to the bathroom, have little armpit, like bird baths that partners have joked about. And I have to change my shirt. Sorry. I've gotten comments, coworkers. One girl, I fucking had a crush on her, dude. And she was like, what's that smell? Bitch, it was probably me. You know what I mean? Just like humiliating things. After that, I stopped taking Adderall because I thought maybe the Adderall is making it worse. I can't be stinky. Can't be stinky Twyla up in here. But anywho, that is a rabbit trail. What is it? Yeah, that's what it's called. But yeah, I'm just so over the bullshit. Like, no one likes me. And I know I'm dope. So it's like, if that's you, you're not alone. You're not alone. Okay? That sounds so self-righteous and like narcissistic. These buzzwords of 2025. Yawn. I am so over that shit. Like, narcissistic, all of us have some degree of narcissism. Did you know that? Like, on average, we all kind of fall at like a 5 or a 6 on the narcissism scale. Like, we're all just from our vantage point. Hello? Like, self-preservation, survival. We have to take even the dang airplanes. Like, that's talked about all the time, right? You have to put your mask on first to help another person. So drop the freaking Yeah, I can confidently say that my family are narcissistic people. My mom's side is like completely obsessed with their image, but they lack self-control. They're all overweight and they all resent me because I'm not overweight, because I got autism, and I have ARFID, which is avoidant restrictive food intake disorder. I had a really bad eating disorder, combination of anorexia and bulimia for like 7 years. And they all make it a point to make me feel so weird about food. Like, we know you don't eat this, but like, blah, blah, blah. Like, so segregating, you know what I mean? Like, they do it. I don't make them feel weird about it. Or at least I try not to, you know? But like, I can tell they resent me. And it's like both sides of my family resent me. My dad's side doesn't like me because I'm so damn honest. They don't know the meaning of the word honest. And that's all I'd like to say about that side, you know? But like, I'm not trying to like, you know, shots fired, right? I'm not trying to be like that, but it's okay if people resent you, and it's okay if you're intimidating. You're probably a tough bitch or a really tough person, you know? I know not everybody likes being called bitch, so I like that. I like, yeah, I'm that bitch. I'm a tough bitch. You are not gonna fuck with this bitch. Damn it, there's number 4. Well, this is a test, okay? There's 4 F-bombs in this video. Let's see if it still continues to be monetized. Please, YouTube, could you consider that it just slips out of a little autistic's mouth? It's rough out here. It's really rough out here. But you're not alone. If they resent you, if they think that you're intimidating, men think that I'm intimidating, especially if they don't have a gun and I'm the one with the gun. It's a weird thing that's happening. They like take it out on you, you know? They like try to, or if you have self-control, if you're the one in the relationship with self-control, they will resent you because they automatically feel inferior. That's what I'm going back to, you know, in the beginning. They automatically feel inferior, even if they can't articulate it. A lot of this stuff is subconscious. They can't even articulate what is happening in their body, especially males. And my heart goes out to you. You know, you guys weren't given the words. You guys weren't given the tool set to navigate this world emotionally. And that's why I keep falling for these guys that don't have very good emotional skills, because I have so much compassion for them. And then I turn around on the internet, everyone's saying, you know, well, not everyone, sorry, it's black and white. A little steep statement. We're going to therapy. I take it back. But it does kind of feel like a lot of people think that I'm just cold, like unjustifiably. But the thing is, I ain't even cold. Like, I'm actually pretty soft, you know? Pretty soft. I just keep getting my heart shattered, you know? But I don't want this to be self-focused, but I'm just saying, like, you are not alone. I'm going through that bullshit too, you know? It's like slim pickings out here when it comes to relationships. Everybody has body counts off the charts. You know, the things that you value, you grow up and you realize that no one else values them. And you almost start to think that it's a waste. But then you remember, no, I had self-control. I had discipline. Discipline is that last tool that I got, that I've been trying to implement. And when I say I got, I mean, you know, experimenting with plant teachers. The last experience that I had, they said, you are ready. You are ready to go out into the world. This is the last tool we are giving you. We bestow upon you discipline. Because I lacked discipline. I didn't have boundaries with my friends, coworkers, family, partners especially. Didn't have boundaries. But now I have very concrete boundaries and people hate it. Don't stop having boundaries. I'm proud of you if you have boundaries. If you have grown-ass men, guys, I am 5 feet tall. I'm a 5 feet tall little female. I am disabled. I am automatically at the mercy of other people because they have to help me, okay? It's humiliating. And these men, I don't even know where I was going with that. I just like blacked out. Whoa. My brain just, but that's okay. Let's see if it'll come back. I try to, I've been centering men, you know, speaking of men, I've been centering men, you know, I don't know if I fully subscribe to like the decentering men on this platform, just because I don't want men to feel like we're making them irrelevant. We're just not making them our entire personalities as women. Do you realize that as women growing up in this society, think about what you talked about with your girlfriends, like in middle school, high school. It was always who's you're talking to in a romantic way, what boy bands. I never got into those, and I always felt so left out. But it's like I wasn't wrapped up in that, and now I think it's the autism, or maybe it's the fact that I like girls. Well, I liked girls. I still like girls, but I like men now too. It's getting complicated, but I think humans are really overcomplicating it. Not to go in like a skirt, but like when it comes to relationships, guys, just we need to be, I'm talking to myself right now. Please, I'm not getting preachy, but like we need to be, it's accountability. That's all we should be looking for. Accountability and self-control. If that person has those two, freaking perfect. If we have a couple overlapping interests, let's get married. You know what I mean? Why is it so complicated? And the thing that we're avoiding is stubbornness. If they aren't stubborn, arguably, we should be able, if they love us enough, right? Unconditionally, I guess I need to specify now. If they love us unconditionally, the stubbornness should be the only thing that we're really looking out for. You know, other than like obviously a lack of self-control. If we're looking for self-control, goes without saying, right? So I don't know why I just said it, but just emphasizing, all right? But I think I'm going to wrap it up. I don't want to ramble, but like we are really overcomplicating it. And I just want to just let you know that like do not lower your standards, and do not make yourself something else just to be more palatable for them. They're gonna view you as intimidating if you're a strong person. If you're a strong man, a strong woman, a strong non-binary person. If you're just a strong person, why do we gotta label everything? You know? I like to label my autism and my disabilities only because it finally gives me self-compassion, and I'm finally not mentally ill as freak. We're not gonna get a fifth one. But, you know, I finally took my power back by validating myself. Like, oh, dang, okay, that's called a sensory problem. That's called not liking physical touch. That's called, you know, having different emotional and mental and verbal and every kind of processing. I process everything different because I have level 2 to 3 autism. And I've gotten pretty good at acting like everyone else just to not get rejected, just to have a place. And y'all, you know, some people, sorry, not y'all, I don't want to get confrontational, okay? But like some people think I'm not autistic. And I'm like, I can, you know, you can bet your bottom dollar she's autistic. You know what I mean? So I think I'm going to end it there. Yeah, keep being an intimidating bitch, because the world needs more of them. And I think that we're really going to have to embody that feminine, not that femininity is synonymous with bitch, but like that bitch. You know what I mean? Like a sense of let's take it back. You know, let's take it back. So we need to be intuitive. We need to be leaders, but we need to lead with care and empathy and vulnerability, because that is a strength. You know, I don't want to get preachy. I think that's all I've got, but take care. I'll see you next time.